What is up, everyone? This is Downlane. Today we are going to be playing Final Fantasy X. We are right in the Thunder Plains right now, and we're just about to, I think we're about halfway in the Thunder Plains at the little inn here. Riku is kind of paranoid. You can see if we talk to her.
Are you that scared?
When I was little, a fiend my brother tried to beat it back with a spell. But he missed and hit me instead. It was a thunder spell.
Ouch.
I've been scared of lightning ever since.
But it can be effective. Magic is effective against marine fiends.
My brother said that too.
You should learn some spells too.
And I guess we could teach her some spells if we wanted to,
Maybe
but
later.
Nice to see you again.
I don't think she has that high of an MP, and also she's... I mean, Riku is great. She is a great character, but I'm not really... I don't like the mixing and all that stuff with the... I mean, it's very powerful, but... I mean, and she has really good agility, but I think, like, she's sort of like a... in between a lot of characters. I mean, obviously she's a thief. And then I guess you have sort of the same thing with Kamari. Kamari's kind of like, I mean, so Riku's like Titus a little bit, very fast, very good agility, and I mean, she has way more of a concrete role than Kamari. But she's also like, I don't know, she's sort of like
good.
A jack of all trades. So good at like a lot of things, but not great at one specific thing in a way. Yeah.
I've been wondering since I...
But like, whereas
So,
like obviously Lulu is
wonder if
completely just a black mage, whereas
Yes.
Kamari is...
Not... I
You know,
could not
actually,
leave.
that's what I was thinking
However,
about a little
I
bit
was
recently.
surprised An
It-
ordinary man
If you...
I'd rather.
I'll just wait till the talking's done.
as you...
Till their talking's done. And hopefully we can exit now. But like... Okay, I guess we have to continue some...
Maester Seymour and the Maester
Excuse me.
the Guado are...
Oh, they.
Pretty please.
Okay, I don't...
Well,
There we go. Nope, nothing really. Okay, so...
Pretty please.
Okay, so I'm gonna just talk to everyone real quick.
It's not easy being.
Actually, I know exactly what it is. We have to go into we have to go into Yuna's room. Yeah. And she's gonna be hearing a recording from Lord Jiskel before he died.
Whoa! Oi!
Yes?
I implore.
Ow. Oh. Yeah, well, it's nothing really. I just,
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I shouldn't have come in.
This is the nice thing about Final Fantasy X is you get to watch all the
Hey,
weird dialogue, but it's
wasn't
alright.
that just old
I think
Guaro guy?
Titus has 90% of the weird dialogue, honestly. And you can sort of see later on. I'll get back to the train of thought that I had before
The
after this
sphere
whole
is
thing
his
is.
will.
But you can see
It
from
says, "Take care
what
of
Yuna
my son."
decides pretty soon, she doesn't really have the best. She's not the smartest, honestly. She's
His son?
incredibly
Seymour?
powerful, but I don't think her decision making is
I
really
know one way to take care of it.
that intelligent concerning what she decides to
I'm
do
sorry.
pretty soon. And basically, I mean, it's not really a spoiler alert, but she does decide to marry Seymour. And I'll let you know a little. Well, you'll find out a little bit later if that actually does happen or if that doesn't happen. But she at least decides to marry Seymour. And there's Walker again.
was acting funny.
Yeah. She'll tell us when she's ready, so hold your chocobos till then. Yeah.
All right.
But anyway, so I don't know, like, so Kamari's sort of like, he's good at a lot of things, but he's not great at anything. Like, whereas, like, so back to, like, so what I was thinking about, like, Orin is great at just being a tank, and also sort of lowering the stats of enemies. Waka is great at doing silence or sleep attacks, those kind of things, or dark attacks. Basically special kinds of attacks that also sort of change stats, or also disable special abilities. But also what I was thinking about was, I mean, it would be cool to have Lulu as a white mage as well, because she's very powerful with dark magic or black magic. But the only thing is, I mean, it's almost like overkill, because you're going to just have two very, very powerful, because in the end we're going to have Yuna as a black mage as well. So you're going to have two very, very powerful like mages, but you only have one physical attacker. So I think a lot of the enemies in the game do really good, take a lot of damage from physical attack. Some are elemental, but honestly, if you just use Oron's armor break, I mean, you can do the same amount of damage to an elemental creature as you would a normal creature, pretty much. Not exactly, but anyways, I think we're about ready to go. We can look at the okay, so that's just a book on lightning, I guess. There's another Albed book right there. And yeah, I never really got too much into the Albed language, just because it seemed like it was a little bit too, I don't know, too tedious, and also just the fact that I don't really play a game, especially a role-playing game, to learn a language. I would rather use Rosetta Stone or something like that. I think we just had to talk to Yuna now.
If it's okay with Riku.
Yeah, I guess it's not okay with her. Okay, is it okay?
It's not stop.
Don't
No.
tell me you.
But definitely, if I had to rank the characters
Fine.
as far as, I don't know, like the
Alright,
best characters in the game.
but you didn't
Actually,
have
if
to
I
say
had to say that, yeah, the most powerful characters in the game, definitely
You
Yuna's
could be
number
more-
one, without a doubt. There's not
You
really
know,
anyone even close to Yuna.
Just don't get me.
Even Lulu
Hey!
is very powerful, but Yuna is just so versatile. She can learn black magic. She can learn any kind of white magic, obviously, because she's a white mage. But also she can summon super powerful creatures, and a lot of those creatures are very, very, like, have sort of like a trump card, I guess you would say, because there's 3 elemental creatures, and there's no water creature, but if you're fighting against, like, those, I think they're called grenades, those sort of like those little fire creatures, then literally like, if you used Ifrit against them, then obviously that would heal Ifrit, so, because they just use the same spell, which is fire, the entire time. So, like, you have literally, like, creatures that she can summon that actually heal when you, like, there's just a lot of cool things. Actually, I'm not, this thing, I've done it before where you actually fight the little cactus. I think it, I don't know, I'm sort of trying to do more of like a speed run, so I don't think it's necessary. What I'm going to use is just white magic if I can to give, okay, so it doesn't give him another turn before the Monster B and Monster B attack. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to change to Lulu. Hopefully she can kill one of the monsters right here. If she can't, then yeah, I guess we're sort of screwed, but it's alright. Because those little, like, Cyclops bat things deal a lot of damage, you can see right there. I'm gonna use Power Break, because this one is a sort of a powerful creature, and could do a lot of damage if we don't do that. Yeah, right now just an update on the, oof, I think Waka's going down. Okay, no, never mind. So just an update on what, just an update on what the final party is going to look like right now. I don't want to be with the default party. Let's just use Yuna to heal Waka. And then we'll probably just get him off the field.
Return to us.
So Titus, Yuna, I mean, they were always going to be the final party. But really the one that's the debate is going to be Waka and Oron. And gonna actually just use haste on her, see if she can get another turn. Nice. The reason why is just I want to cure Waka to full health. But like, so with Oron, I mean, he's incredible because you can use all kinds of stuff, but Waka is very powerful with like specific attacks. Like right now, what we could use if we wanted to with Waka, we can use Dark Attack. I honestly don't think Dark Attack does the best generally with the fiends that we fight because I don't know. I've never noticed it. I don't notice it affects their accuracy that much. Now maybe if because Iron Giant is obviously a little bit more powerful than us, which is why he's taken a little while to kill. But maybe if it was like if you went back to Besaid, for instance, in the sort of the end game, you would find that their accuracy is not as good. But obviously, you would take down those enemies super fast. I'm gonna change to Yuna just to cure the party again. And actually, I'm really happy, or really excited for when Yuna gets 2 white magic abilities, just because they are very, very powerful. And that is Protect and Shell. So Protect and Dispel is another one that's great, but Protect is a great one just because Protect allows you to just sort of like really strengthens your defense. You could look at it like that. Let's use. I'm trying to think. I might just change to. Well, I guess. Yeah, their health is fine. We're gonna use. So, I guess the difference between these Iron Golems is they actually have different abilities. I think that's a fire. It heals with fire and it gets killed with thunder. And then there's another one that's the opposite. So we're gonna use thunder just to see it. Now. Maybe it's not because we're in the Thunder Plains. Yeah, okay, so that did. It's just because they're crowned. They have a different, like, crown that looks more like, I don't know, like fire, I guess. It looks probably more like a water drop, but... we'll just continue to use... We're gonna... Can't wait till Orin uses Armor Break. Basically, honestly, if we can teach Titus some of Orin's moves, so going back to, like, what we're gonna be using, if we can teach him enough of Oron's moves, because I like honestly the fact that it will sort of make Titus a little bit more of a tank. It will sort of draw him away from being agility type player, but if we can teach him some of Oron's moves, then we'll have Waka in the lineup. But if not, then we're gonna, and that's gonna be late game, so that Titus is somewhat maxed out. But if we can't, then what we're gonna do is we're gonna actually have Orin on the party. That's literally, Titus is literally the deciding factor with that. Delay attack's a great one, but I think, yeah, we'll just continue to attack. Because once we have Armor Break, it's gonna make it a lot easier to defeat these enemies. Let's actually test it out. I think, because I know later in the game when you're, right before you fight the final boss, you have like 2 of these, so I used Thundera. Let's see if this one actually heals them. It should heal it, but maybe not. Okay, I guess not. Never mind. So maybe on the Thunder Plains. Doesn't matter what element you use. Nice. They actually got a lot of AP, it looks like, from that. So, we're just going to cure some of our players real quick, or characters real quick. Let's actually go through the Spear Grid, just because every player has, or every character has about 3 level up points. So, for her, I'm just gonna move here. We're actually using a little bit more than I thought we would in the beginning of the game, but just because she is at this point very lethal still. She'll be lethal throughout the rest of the game, but I mean, once you have Yuna learning black magic moves, it really doesn't matter, honestly. Like, you really don't need Lulu in the party anymore. So, Let's see how far she is away from, like, so there's Cura, which is, I mean, that's a great move. Didn't realize you learned Cura before you learned Dispel or Protect and Shell. So Shell's actually the first move we're going to learn, which basically just increases your magic defense, you could say. And then Protect, which increases, you could say, your physical defense greatly. So those are, like, literally the two best moves. And then Reflect, which basically just, if someone casts, like, let's say, so someone uses Zombie against you. So basically, what Zombie means is any cure, like, white magic thing that you use on you is going to actually take away your life. Now, you could use Reflect, so, like, because sometimes the enemy will do, like Seymour will use, or, sorry, not Seymour, so, like, some of the bosses will use, like, Zombie, and then they'll use, like, full life, which will pretty much kill you. But if you use Reflect, then you just use it on them. So, and then Dispel's a great one, it just takes away any effect. So it's like Suna, I think, or Null Shock or anything like that, but more powerful because it does any spells for the most part. Not any, but pretty much everything. Because it doesn't take away, I don't think, Curse. But Curse is really, I mean, Curse is not that bad of a, it sounds worse than it is. All Curses is like, you just can't use your Overdrive. Actually, no. I think you can. No, you can't use your Overdrive, and your Overdrive doesn't charge. So, like, let's say you have your towards the end of your Overdrive, and you're about to use it. You can't use it, or you can't, like, even charge it up in a way. But if you did have your Overdrive full, you couldn't use it as well. So, because I mean, the Overdrives are great in the game, but they're not always like. I think things like Silence is way worse. So these are both thunder creatures. We could use, like, I guess you could use probably water on them. You could use fire. What I'm gonna do is probably haste Lulu, because she's definitely gonna be needed. Let's use water just to see what happens. Nice. And let's use I mean, I think he should honestly just destroy that. Okay, I guess not. I thought he would have killed that creature. So now let's use Fyra. So Watera did 1,000. Fyra only did 600. I'm gonna actually switch to Yuna because we might as well level her up. Later in the game, though, with her Celestial Weapon, because honestly, she's the only, like, her weapon, which is Nirvana, is the only Celestial Weapon we're gonna get in the entire game. Like, the other ones are, I mean, you can get them, but, like, hers is pretty much literally on the way, and it's so powerful. For her, she levels up super fast with that. And also, like, the one magic cost, it's literally, like, overkill. Because you could use, like, one magic cost. I'm gonna actually just switch to Waka just to get him a little bit of an XP. And it, oh wow, that was crazy how he didn't even defeat that monster. I thought he would, since that thunder creature had only like 200 health left. So let's cure Waka, Oron, and Yuna. That's great. Oh wait, did I not? Okay, I guess not. Never mind. I thought there was a chest. So yeah, there is right there. And it really didn't have anything valuable. What? Nice. I actually haven't, like, the last time I played this game twice, like once when I was probably 10 years old, and then a couple months ago just to freshen up on everything. And last time I went to the Thunder Plains, I did not fight this creature once, so This is cool. I wish we had the capture. That's great. I wish we had the capture, what's it called? The capture, like you could get any capture weapon, pretty much. We're gonna use Dark Attack. Because Sleep Attack is great, but what I find with Sleep Attack is whenever you attack them the next time, you, snap them out of their sleep, pretty much. Not always, but a lot of times it's like that, so I just figure Dark Attack's gonna be better, because then at least you lower their accuracy quite a bit. However, you can see right there that creature still attacked her, even though, like, it didn't miss the attack against Lulu, even though we lowered its accuracy with the Dark Attack. So we're gonna be using, I think, Haste again on Lulu, because she's dealing a lot of damage. And we're gonna use Fyra. Let's use let's actually attack again, and then we'll switch Titus out because he doesn't do a lot of damage. I was gonna switch Titus out for Yuna, get her a little bit of XP, but so that he could heal Lulu, but she just completely destroyed that monster, whatever the heck it's called. Go cure. Yeah, honestly, in the game, the Thunder Plains is like one of the coolest, I guess, like you could say, concepts. It's just the only problem with it is like it's really cool, but once you're in it for a little while, it sort of gets annoying because you get struck by lightning all the time. I mean, you could just spam the, I think it's the B button if you're using Xbox controller, or maybe it's the circle button if you're using a like PlayStation controller. You could spam that button, but it's like half the time it's like it doesn't work if you just spam it all the time, so you have to like time it perfectly. So we're gonna use a sleep attack on that creature just so that it doesn't deal any damage, like, because I know we weren't, oh, never mind, I guess it didn't work with sleep attack. We're gonna just feed that creature, and we'll use Watera on that creature.
It's over.
Nice. Like right after we got out of that battle, we get struck by lightning. Wow, that thing is actually pretty tough. Orin didn't defeat it. Wow, that thing actually did some damage. We'll just level up everyone. It had only 4 health left. That's amazing. Yeah, that thing literally took 900 away from Walker's health. That's pretty amazing. I don't think I've seen like a basic creature do that before. Just save right here. Yeah, I mean, I think I'm gonna just try to defeat this creature, we're gonna just do sleep attack. Nice. It actually did try to attack us and not run away. We'll just, yeah, we'll just attack it. Wow. I mean, it is a cactus. So I don't know if water is gonna deal. I mean, yeah, it could, because if you put too much water on a cactus, it swells. Oh, that did nothing. 25 damage. Let's use let's use walk again. Try to do sleep attack one more time. And let's use Titus. Just to do delay attack. And I don't know really if there's any move. Like we did. Let's try Fire. That might do good amount of damage. Oh, that did nothing. So literally 26, 25. But yeah, like with a cactus, if you put too much water, it swells. So I thought water could have done damage. Because that's actually what would happen in like real life. I mean, if you overwatered a cactus, it really can just kill it. So we're gonna use our unicorn, our electric unicorn, and hopefully he can defeat it with his overdrive. Nice. Yeah, once we get to the Comlands, we can actually buy weapons for all our party members that actually allow us to capture the fiends, and that's going to be really great. We got a recovery ring. I think that's actually pretty good, because I think a recovery ring has multiple ways you can customize. Let's see. I know it just has HP stroll. Yeah, we'll equip that. That's not bad. Ooh, that's, wait, what? I don't know why. I mean, well, I guess that one has a lot more strength. No, it has the exact same strength. I don't know why it changed weapons. Yeah, we'll just do that. Honestly, that one's a great one. Wow. I had a hard time pronouncing, or like, I was sort of mumbling there. We had a hard time later on. We will have a hard time later on with some monsters that try to use Confuse. Like there's one plant that uses Confuse a lot, and Orin is so powerful that he could literally kill any of our party members in pretty much one hit. So we definitely don't want to have him like have that ability, or to have the Confuse status, because then you could deal damage to Yuna or whoever. So Confuse Proof and Confuse, yeah, Confuse Proof is the best, but Confuse Ward is also good. Yeah. I mean, Berserk Ward is not bad either. Honest, well, I mean, yeah, I guess Dark Ward would be good for Lulu. Because, I mean, well, I think honestly Dark is going to be more with your physical attack. It's not going to be as much with your, magic attack. Lightning Proof, that's a good one. Honestly, like later in the game, the nice thing about like this game is you don't really have creatures that, like for instance, if you're playing, let's just say Pokemon for instance, I guess a leaf creature or something like that. Or actually, I think any element, like any Pokemon can get like burned, and so it has like it gets burned every turn. With Final Fantasy, it's nice because you don't really have those kind of attacks. You do have really only one exception with that is going to be poison, because poison you do take damage, but you don't have like a lot of damages like where you take damage, or a lot of attacks where you take damage every turn from the initial attack. Everything, or pretty much. So that's nice. We're gonna use Lulu, and she's gonna use Watera. That should deal about 1,000, a little bit more than 1,000, because we level her up a tiny bit. Oh, I guess only 970. Let's use Oron to hopefully finish that creature off. Maybe not. Oh, pretty close. We'll use Waka. He should finish that off. What? Okay. I thought it only had like 60 left. Now, obviously, it's gonna die this next turn because it probably only has about 500 health. So we're gonna just use Titus. Actually, we'll use Yuna, have her cure, and then we'll use Oron to. Oh, great! He didn't even defeat it. That sucks. I should have just switched Oron to Titus there. But at least we only have one more fiend to defeat. Just to give him a little bit of XP, because Titus definitely needs XP. Wow, that was actually pretty impressive. But the reason why is because he has a sword that deals water strike, so that makes sense.
Farewell.
And that sword is actually very powerful in this entire place that we're in, and we're not using that until pretty much the very end of the Thunder Plains. Let's just cure our party real quick. There we go. So that time I actually did dodge it, which was nice. I haven't dodged it. I've dodged it like maybe 2 times the entire Thunder Plains.
Everyone.
What's
Yeah,
up?
so this is a pretty cool place, honestly, the Thunder Plains. But my favorite place is gonna be the Calmlands. That place is super cool, and we have in the Calmlands the last Aeon that we actually get in the entire game is going to be in the Calmlands, and there's just some very really awesome stuff that you get from the Calmlands. Like you get, I think, Titus's celestial weapon, or a part to enhance Titus's
Somehow, my
celestial
bad
weapon.
feelings always come true.
I've decided to marry.
I thought so.
But why? Why'd you change your mind?
For Spira's future
Nope.
and Yevon's unity.
The reason she changed her mind
I
is
thought
because
it would be the best thing
of
to
the
do.
message
That's
from
not good enough.
Jiskel.
Wait, is it? Is it because of Lord Jiskel?
Yeah, that's
Hey,
it.
that's fear.
That's 100% the reason why. But she's not very
I can't.
I don't know. I think it's
I
kind of a
must speak to
really,
Maester
really
Seymour
stupid
first.
decision why
I truly
she's
am
deciding to
sorry,
marry him.
but
'Cause-
it is a personal
But
matter.
yeah, you'll find
You're
out.
kidding,
I
huh?
guess pretty soon. You actually literally
As you
find
wish.
out within the next
I'm sorry.
Just
at the
one
Makalania temple. That's where you'll find
I
out.
won't quit my pilgrimage.
then it is fine.
Wait a minute, Oren. You don't care? I mean, you're not gonna stop her?
No, I'm not. As long as she is willing to face sin, all else is her concern. That is a summoner's privilege, as long as she journeys.
But that's...
Yuna, just one question. Can't you just talk to Maester Seymour? You got to marry him?
Don't know. But I think it is the right thing to do.
Okay, I guess.
Uni. Quiet! I wish we could help somehow. Some way.
It's okay. I'll be fine.
She says I'm sorry. He says it's fine. She's willing to face sin. She's privileged. I didn't understand. But somehow, I felt like I didn't belong. But if I didn't belong with them, I'd be stuck in Spira, alone. And being alone in that place, well, I didn't want to think about it.
Next, we're going to Makalania Temple. Yuna can talk with Seymour there.
Yeah, this is the
We
last,
will wait until they're
like,
done.
literally
and plan our
right
next
after the
move.
Makalania Temple,
Understood.
everything in the storyline changes in a way. Like, obviously you still do Yuna's pilgrimage, so that doesn't change.
Everyone, focus on the enemy.
But, you know, honestly, let's just... I guess we can do that. I think it still runs away, though. It will still run away. Okay, I guess not. Let's use Magic
You place
Break,
too
honestly.
much trust in your magic.
If he can attack it and it doesn't avoid it. Oh, great. Well, that was not very powerful. I mean, that did a good amount of damage. But, kind of, like, I don't know. It sucks that that effect, like, it's immune to that because Ulu probably would have done a decent amount of damage. So, what we'll do is, actually, let's see if we can get one more attack in. Okay, no, never mind. So we'll have to use Yuna. We're gonna summon a creature and just try to defeat it with that creature that we summoned. I don't know if we even get that much XP. Defeating the cactus. Oh, wow. I killed it in one turn. That's nice. And let's go around here to open up that chest. Oof, that was not good. Use haste on Oron. I'm gonna have her cure Titus. And then we're gonna have Oron use Power Break. We'll keep Oron in the battle the entire time. And then we'll probably substitute both Yuna and Titus. Titus will substitute, even though he has his overdrive, which is nice. We'll substitute him for Waka to use a dark attack. We'll actually summon or substitute for Lulu, so she can use Fire Man. And Waka, let's substitute him.
Bring it on!
It's nice both of them have their overdrive. He has his I mean, obviously Titus has his overdrive maxed out, but Waka pretty much has his overdrive maxed out. Nice. Yeah, she's just so powerful right now. It would just be amazing to have double cast soon. I mean, probably be about another couple of hours. Or I mean, probably about another 10 hours in all honesty, but that'll be super nice when we have it. I'm excited for, we'll be going to like the Albed place, and that'll be nice because one of the place in there, like, there's a treasure chest and you literally get 2 teleport spheres, so that would be crucial for us to teleport Yuna. And let's use, if we have any mana spheres. Oh, we have a luck sphere, but we don't, it's gonna be useless because we don't have any fortune spheres. I guess we just use that speed sphere and then another mana sphere. Or M. I think it's MP sphere. Yeah, M manosphere. And let's move Waka so we can level him up too. See what his next skill is. Darkbuster, that's a good one. That's a really good one. Darkbuster. The nice thing is actually you can even move Oron to Titus's sphere, so he could learn a lot of the, like he can learn haste and all that too. He does actually learn that a little bit later. And I'm pretty sure that ability that he learns, yeah, slow. Wait, I guess I just got to move Oron to the other, or to use his other 2 SP or S levels. Yeah, he's gonna be going all the way up here. He's gonna learn Armor Break, which is honestly like his best move. I mean, Armor Break is so powerful. I mean, Power Break is great, and Magic Break. Mental Break is great too. Honestly, that was kind of a fail on the Cactus one, because Mental Break is actually what lowers their mental or their magic defense. Magic Break just lowers their magic attack. But you can see, so basically what we're gonna do is, I mean, we could go here. Triple Foul is actually a one of the last moves that I think Waka learns, and we could honestly put him in Waka's sphere, and that would be really good. Let's see what Sleep Buster, Osmosis. Just Waka's sphere is so good because it has a lot of power points, or a lot of strength points, and it has a lot of agility points. So honestly, what I think I might do is use one of the level 3 spheres. And rather than having Waka as our finishing person, we'll actually go up here. And rather than having Oron go through Titus's sphere to learn these moves, which are nice moves, like Chair is a good move, honestly, it's a basic move, but because it just raises your stats very minimally. I honestly think we'll actually put him in Wonka's sphere and go all the way up here. And just, yeah, because that will help him to have more attack. He'll learn Osmosis, which is a good move. Osmosis basically drains your mana, or their mana. It drains their mana and gives you mana. And Sleep Buster, all that is, Sleep Buster is a good one. Full Break is a good one. Yeah, that's a really good one. Yeah, so we'll actually go there and have, so we don't have to, so we can actually sort of keep Waka in his own, or Titus in his own sphere. I'm gonna actually, since we used up all the other level S levels or whatever it's called, we'll actually just use that so that no one in our party has any S levels right now. And let's go to the next save sphere. Once we get there, we'll probably just end this episode, and that will probably be as soon as we're out of the Thunder Plains. So I think we'll actually just use Titus. We'll just use his overdrive. Kind of would like to save it on a more powerful enemy. Yeah, we'll just use it anyways. The other nice thing about using Oron Now, like, I mean, so Waka has one of the most powerful. He has one of the most powerful overdrives in the game. The only problem with Waka's overdrive is it's like a slot machine, so you have to time it right. It's not that hard to time it right, but like with at least Oron, you know exactly what you're gonna do every time. Like if you use the Bushido, I think that's what it's called. You know exactly. It's just like pressing the same like buttons, stuff like that. Whereas with Waka, it's a slot machine, so it's obviously not going to be the same like way it moves and everything like that. So I mean, it does move the same way, but you have to time it right every time, as opposed to like literally Oron, you can just memorize the commands and stuff like that. So at least for the overdrive part, it's a little bit easier to do Oron's overdrive than Waka's. At least it's easier to be consistent, I think, with Oron's than Waka's. Because if you run out of time, you might use literally a water overdrive on a water creature on accident or something like that. So let's get that last chest, and then we'll be in the Macalania Forest. A pretty cool forest because that's the place where we're going to actually make the celestial weapons, you could say, where they're max level. And the nice thing about like pretty much the route that we're gonna be doing is like later in the game we don't have to worry so much about like there's not a lot of stuff that we're gonna be doing like to go out of our way, because like pretty much after we once, because we will have access to the airship, which you'll see somewhat soon. It's pretty cool. And once we have access to that, what we're gonna do is we'll go back to the Comlands, get the remaining parts for the for Eunice, basically her celestial weapon, and then we'll go to the forest that we're about to go to in just a second to actually level up that weapon, and then get the last Aeon, and that's pretty much everything that we'll do before we fight Sin. And even then, like, even though that's not a lot of stuff, we'll be like super overpowered just because because of Eunice celestial weapon. It's just so incredible. Especially the way that we're gonna change her sphere a little bit. Like literally right when we get to the Albed place, we'll actually start teleporting her. Wow, that guy actually has really good agility. What? That's actually pretty nice. We're gonna use Waka, have him attack the creature. We'll just use Yuna to summon the unicorn. I'm just gonna call him a unicorn because he looks kind of like a unicorn. A little bit cooler than a unicorn because has the ability to electrocute. Wow. Yeah, that one has great evasion. And the thing that sucks is that we didn't get any AP. I guess that's what you call it. So we'll just kill Lulu. And looks like we're off to the, I think it's called the Macalania Woods. Maybe not. I'm sure Riku's happy to be out of that, the Thunder Plains. The funny thing about FFX is you can always hear the footprints, or the footsteps, not footprints, the footsteps, like super, super loud. Like, it's way louder than it actually would be in person. Like, you'd have to be stomping your feet, like, to have your footsteps sound that loud. Even there, like, that's still pretty loud.
what?
The simplest answer. In exchange for agreeing to marry him, she hopes to negotiate with Seymour.
Negotiate what?
I wonder.
What? All by...
So at least what Oran is saying right now is
Well then,
true,
why-
100%. Like, I think,
Yuna wants...
honestly, most of what Oran says is true the entire
I
game.
just...
Like, he's pretty much like the, I guess you could,
She doesn't want us caught up.
Yeah.
I don't know, he's sort of like, I
But that
don't know,
makes
he
me-
knows pretty much everything. Because he's been
She
on
could
his own
just tell us.
pilgrimage, and he's just a lot more
That's the
wiser
way
than pretty much
she's
everyone in the
naive.
party. Honestly, probably Oran and
You
Kamari are
Yuna's
are like
Yeah, she is.
100%, not 100%, but
but hard.
are
Stand
right
by.
almost all the time. Those are pretty much like the two, I don't know, they're not really, they don't like, they're not wrong that much, if that makes sense. Like, Waka is wrong a lot of the,
Sorry.
because he's always like,
It's funny how maybe it was because I'd realized
I don't know, but like,
it was
actually
just her
sort of
duty.
like, I guess you could say Lulu,
That's
Waka,
what-
and Kamari.
And well, I realized
Yeah,
that
sorry, Oran, Kamari, and Lulu. Because
Yuna.
Titus is very childish, Waka's childish. I guess, okay, so I guess you could say Yuna as well is pretty reliable most of the time, except for this kind of rash and stupid decision to marry Seymour. And then Riku is, I mean, she's sort of right some of the time. But yeah, but anyways, we're going to save here. It looks like those are the
Lady Yuna.
Chocobo
And if I
riders.
Maester Seymour's people are... Take that road.
Sort of blocking that road, and that road is actually going to become important a little bit later on in the game. And it's the nice thing about it is a little bit later on in the game, because this is not a super long area, but there's if you go this, actually you won't see it now, but like there's like a little like I don't know how to describe it, but it's like a area you can go to that goes like a shortcut throughout this entire place, which is really nice. But this is a cool little area, the Macalania Woods. You're gonna have a bunch of cutscenes there. Actually, let's look real quick. I think we played about 10 hours and 16 minutes. And we're in the Macalania Woods, and pretty much everything in the game is going to change in either the next episode or the episode after that. But anyways, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode, and I hope you're excited to for the next episode and the awesome things that we'll do then. And yeah, I mean, there's probably about another 15 hours left in the game, maybe a little bit more, maybe 30. But once we get like probably like right when we get to the Albed place, that's where like a lot of the cool stuff really starts happening, where we change spheres from Yuna, and I think all of our characters will be very like solidified, I guess you could say. I don't know if that's the right word, but anyways, thank you so much for watching this, and I hope you have an awesome rest of your day. Thanks. Bye bye.